There are few guns in the Borderlands series that are as iconic as the Hellfire. A complete beast of a weapon in Borderlands 1, a solid weapon in Borderlands 2, and now it returns in Borderlands 3 as a beast once again. However, it's quite a bit different. Its red text is now, "We don't need no something," when it used to be, "We don't need no water." It's also a doll SMG now instead of a Maliwan one. I assume this was done to allow the Hellfire to feel more like itself, since many Maliwan guns now work way differently than they did before. I won't lie, it's pretty weird to see it as a doll weapon, but it's still better than having a wind-up on it. As far as its special effect, that's the same. Always comes in fire and has area of effect damage. Now, how do you get it? Well, this comes from one of Hammerlock's hunt targets. Head over to the Voracious Canopy and head out to this hunt indicator that you see on the map. When you get there, you'll be met with Jabber Mogwai. Now, Hammerlock tells you to not let this little bugger near the water. The reason for that is because this is a Gremlins reference. The Gremlins is an old movie from the 1980s. Basically, it's about these cute little furry guys who multiply when they get wet. So the Hellfire coming from this boss is pretty fitting with the whole "we don't need no water" thing. So yeah, this guy will multiply if you let him get to the water. Also apparently if you use cryo on him, since ice does melt and gets him wet, hypothetically speaking. I've also heard that fire keeps him from multiplying. Now from what I've seen, the clones can't give you the gun, only the first one can. And that's fine because I am pretty positive this gun will drop from him every time. I killed him around 5 or 6 times and I got the gun every time. So farming for the variant that you want will hopefully be easy. I ended up settling on one with a ×2 multiplier. It does use more ammo, but I have a big enough clip and enough ammo regen with Mo's for it to not be a real problem. So, how is the gun? Well, like I said earlier, it's a beast. I was tearing enemies up with it. It's a really good gun. Now obviously, since it only comes in fire, you can't go using it on everything. But when you're fighting red bar enemies, it's nuts. In the standard mode, everything I attacked basically evaporated. Even enemies that resisted it were getting torn apart. In Mayhem 3, that I'm swapping the gameplay over to now, this weapon is still really good. I'm playing Mo's, and my Mo's is currently built to be really powerful with AoE damage, and like I said, the Hellfire has AoE on it. So it does get all of the bonuses from my Blastmaster Mo's build, that I will have a video out for very soon. So yeah, if you're a Mo's player, this is a great gun that you're probably going to want to get. It's real easy to get, so there's no reason why you wouldn't want to go and grab it honestly. As far as other characters go, I haven't really played them, but going off of what I've seen for their skills, Elemental Amara would also probably be a really good character to run this on. Now don't get me wrong, this is a great gun, so you could run it on any character and do well with it. But in case you don't know who the best bets are for this gun, they would probably be Mo's and Amara. Maybe Flak is up there with them too, since Flak turns basically any gun into a beast, but there are better things to run on Flak is all. Oh, and if you're lucky enough to get one, there are elemental relics that boost your elemental damage as you get kills with that element. So if you have or are able to get a fire one, that would buff this weapon up even more. Maybe you could even be lucky enough to get bonus doll, SMG, or incendiary damage to roll onto the side bonuses of the relic too. Also, like always, if you're playing in Mayhem mode, keep the modifiers in mind. Bonus elemental or SMG damage modifiers are going to make this gun even better. I would honestly love to see how powerful this gun would be with those two modifiers paired with it. I have no doubt it would be beautiful. So, like I said, I do really recommend picking this gun up. It's easy to get one in general, and it isn't too hard to get a good roll. Unless you're really unlucky, it would probably only take you a few runs to get the one you're looking for. That's it for this video though. Feel free to leave your thoughts on the weapon in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much it guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye.